Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in yet again. So I'm going to start this new series. It's going to happen every single month at the end of the month, and it's going to be like a monthly check-in, which you could do with yourself, and then you can also do it with me. So I'm going to update you on just some basic questions that you can ask yourself when it's the end of the month, kind of reflecting, looking back. So yeah, I'm sitting in my room, got a copy. Yeah, okay, so let's get into it. What happened this month? What happened this month that has changed me? So looking back on January, I would have to say that being sick as I was really made me just appreciate things a lot more and appreciate my health and my body and my family, and just how much the healthcare workers and everything are really doing for us during this difficult time, and that just made me a lot more appreciative of the things I do have in my life, and not really the material things, but more on like the family and friends, and just like my health kind of thing. What caught me off guard this month would definitely have to be, again, the fact that I got so sick. I wasn't expecting like amazing things for this year, just specifically because we've had so much difficulty in the last year. So I didn't really have like high hopes, but I didn't expect myself to get as sick as I did at all. Like, that's by far the sickest I think I've ever been in my whole life, to be quite honest. For who or what am I grateful for? This month I'm gonna say that I'm grateful for two people in particular. Well, three people, four people. I'm gonna call it a collective. Okay, so in particular, my husband, just for the simple fact that he was so there for me when I was sick. Like, even though he himself wasn't well, he was still like worrying about me 110% and just trying to be there as much as he could and help me out as much as possible. Not that he doesn't do that all the time, but it was on like a different level because I was so sick and he was also sick. It made me really appreciate it so much more. I was worried about him being sick, and he was like, don't even worry about me, like just worry about you, and you know, we just want you to get better. And then also just my family for really just doing whatever they can and like dropping stuff off at the house for us, and yeah, just really the support of like the closest family and friends that we did have during this time of us being sick was really amazing. So I'm really grateful for my family and my husband, who's also part of the family, so it's like a collective, it's just the family. Yeah, my whole family, everyone who did everything, and also like Daniel's mom, my mom-in-law, and for everyone who just helped us like during that time and just being stuck at home. It was just so nice to see how many people really just, well, our closest people that really cared for us and just wanted to help wherever they could. Did I accomplish the goals I had at the start of the month? I did accomplish one of my goals that was at the start of the month, which was to start my studies, which I have started, so I'm very proud of that. And yeah, the rest of the stuff kind of just took a back seat because obviously of us being ill. I didn't really have much motivation or drive or energy to do a lot of the stuff, but I definitely did start my studies, so I'm super proud of that and I'm impressed with that. So yeah, and I'm enjoying it, so it's good. It's a really good start despite everything. What lessons did I learn this month? Just take a sip. I learned this month that not everyone has your best interest at heart, and not everybody is 100% there for you, and some people are just there out of nosiness. I learned that, especially while we were man down and stuff, that, you know, not everybody was there to basically like help. People just wanted to know what was going on, and it just made me see how sometimes people are rather just, you know, there in the bad and not in the good, if that makes sense. So that's something I learned this month. What will be my upcoming goals for this month and how will I achieve them? I have a few goals that I've actually set out for this coming month, but also in a few months. So I've taken note of them in my diary, which Daniel bought me a diary, thank goodness, because even though I have like Google Calendar and stuff, I like to write stuff down. It just feels more like legit when you see it on paper and you can tick it off. So I've written that down, and I also have like a schedule, which yesterday I was actually getting very overwhelmed, and I still am feeling like that today, just because I have a lot of things I want to do, but then it's like where you're finding the time to do it. I feel like I just feel like there's not enough hours in the day, and although there are, because like, you know, you just got to get things done. Daniel did make like a very valid point of just to like use time batching, what they call time blocking, where you literally from this time to this time you only focus on that, you don't do anything else. So I'm gonna start doing that more, just so it can keep me more focused, and I'm literally gonna stick to my schedule that I've set out for myself, my diary. That is what I'm doing on that day. That has to get done. So as Lauren from the Skinny Confidential says, live and die by your schedule. I'm going to do that. So everything that's on there that I've written down, I need to get done that day, I'm going to do it. That's my main goal for this month, and just to be productive in that way. So if I've written it down, if it's something that I've set out to do, I need to do it. I definitely want to get a lot more content out for you guys, and I want to film a lot of stuff for my clients, and just work on my website, and then obviously I think I plan to at least finish another 4 modules within this month. So yeah, I've got it set out and I've planned it, and I'm gonna get it done. So that is the monthly checkup, and also just on terms, I'm gonna put in another question here on how we are doing mentally. Everyone is still in a bit of a lockdown of some sort. Wherever you are, we're still battling this pandemic, and it's important to check in with yourself daily and just make sure that you're okay. This is going to pass. I mean, we're obviously not sure when, and all that we can do is just be there for each other and reach out to those closest to you, and they'll obviously do the same, being that they care about you. And you know, if you need to do things more and more that feed your soul and just make you feel a bit happier during this time. So even if it's one thing, just pick something that you do on a daily basis that might make you happy. And yeah, so that's also what I did this past month. Obviously with being sick, I couldn't exercise, which is one of my main things to let out my like anxiety and my stress. But I also did find a bit of help in meditation. I know a lot of people don't believe in that. You don't need to do like long sessions of it. I was literally doing 10 minutes in the morning of podcast meditation, which was very nice, and that really helped. But I mean, mentally I have my good days and I have my bad days like everyone else, and I think I was at first, like when all of this started, it didn't bother me as much, like I was okay. But now that it's also carried over into this year, I feel like it is a bit of a struggle, but I'm just trying to keep as positive as I can and really like chat and just speak. Even when Daniel asks me, am I okay? Like sometimes it's hard because you go into like kind of like a shell when you're feeling anxious and you don't really want to speak about it, but I'm kind of just gonna, you know, try and force myself to really do that. So yeah, that's my mental update for January. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to ask yourselves these questions so that you can move into a new month with a good headspace and a bit of direction. And don't forget to subscribe down below and click that little notification bell so you don't miss a video from me. I will see you next time.